So, interestingly, I have another theory because I just remembered this while I was talking to my best friend, basically, my mom. But, well, I guess I actually do have a best friend, but I haven't seen him in a while. He moved away a while ago, so. Anyways, now that depressing fact is out of my life. But in Legends of Tomorrow Season 1, I think around the 3rd episode, Rip says, Rip Hunter. By the way, that's when the show was good. I mean, I liked it. The show also, it was way better in Season 2. Not as good in Season 3. Season 4 is garbage. Complete and utter garbage. Just get that out of my sight. But anyways, Rip Hunter, he said a line somewhere along the lines of, I've seen Men of Steel die and Dark Knights fall. Obviously, that was just supposed to be a reference, because at the time, the CW couldn't use Superman or Batman. But now, Bruce Wayne is coming to Arrow. I don't know if they can use Batman, because Gotham had Bruce Wayne, but they were explicitly not allowed to use Batman. And before someone says, oh, well, actually, it's because he was a little kid in that one. No, it wasn't. I'm pretty sure the only reason he was a little kid is because they couldn't use Batman. I've heard these misconceptions going around, and I'm like, I know for a fact which one it is, not because I work at Warner Brothers or I have any sources there, but because they've stated such. They never stated anything on why they made him a kid in that show. But I'm pretty sure that's the reason. Because if they could make a Batman show, if they were allowed to make a Batman show, don't you think they would have made one? They basically did the Smallville ending, where Clark becomes Superman, though. Except, Bruce becomes Batman. It was kind of cool. Except for the CGI face thing. That was his, everything was fine about the suit. The eyes were a little weird. And the mount, this whole area was a little weird. Kill it, stab it, murder it. I don't know why they did that. They really shouldn't have. But anyways, Bruce Wayne is going to be on Arrow. Okay? Well, maybe not Arrow, but he's going to be in Crisis. I'm guessing Arrow. I'm just guessing. And they've had Superman for a while. The ability to use. I don't know if the reason they keep sending Superman away though is because they can't use him, or if they don't want to use him. I'm not sure which one it is. But they have Superman. They use him on a I don't know. It seems like an every 12 episode basis. I could be wrong. I probably am actually really wrong about that, but that's just what I think. Because he was in. Sometimes it's way more than that, but somewhere around that number. He's in 3 episodes of season 2, and 2 episodes of season 3, I think. And 1 episode in season 4. And that was Elseworlds, so. But, anyways, they can use Superman and they can use Batman. Well, they can use Bruce Wayne. We know he's Batman. They can't just backtrack and be like, oh, well, he's not Batman. Because we know it. They've mentioned it. They can't do that. If they do that, I'm going to actually just throw stuff around. I'm going to throw stuff. I will throw stuff if they try to backtrack. Like, oh, Batman doesn't exist. I will throw stuff, okay? But basically, Rip Hunter, I've seen Men of Steel die and Dark Knights fall. That's not... I don't think that's an exact quote, but it's something like that. And, only because I can't remember exact words. I just remember kind of the thing. But I'm pretty sure that's not an exact quote. It's just something like that. Basically, though, we know there are going to be 2 Supermen. Brandon Routh is doing a Superman based on Kingdom Come, but not completely. It's going to take influence from a lot of different things, I bet. Because they can't even just do straight up Kingdom Come. One, I'm not sure they're allowed to use Joker. If they use Joker, I'd be surprised. But I expect Joker maybe. If they can, then they'll do that. But I don't think Joker's going to be there. However, because Kingdom Come is a lot like Injustice, I think. I'm pretty sure Joker killed Lois Lane. I got that from Pagey, so I don't know if that's a fact. I've never read the Kingdom Come story. I know a little bit about it. There was like a superhero civil war. The superheroes are noticeably older. You know, that's basically my knowledge of it. But anyways, you see, we know that one of the Supermen is probably going to die. But what if it's both of them? Tyler Hoechlin and Brandon Routh's Superman. Mans. Whose mans are these? And what if they're going to be two Batmen? Maybe the Batman we see is going to be the DCAU version, the older one by Kevin Conroy, and they're actually going to canonize the DCAU into the Arrowverse. That would be awesome. But then we have a... Because Oliver is going to go to the future, it seems, and because they've confirmed he's going to meet his daughter from the future. The Monitor is probably going to take him to the future to meet Mia. Sucks that Felicity couldn't stay around long enough to meet Oliver again, but from the past. Because Felicity just straight up died, probably. I don't know. It seemed like she walked to her death. But, there's another detail I actually want to go over at the end of this video. But, right now, there's going to be the DCAU Batman, probably. I don't know. Say that... Okay, so Kevin Conroy's Batman. What I'm trying to say is he may not be the only Batman. And then we'll have a more traditional Batman that's younger and played by someone else younger who can actually do the Batsuit stuff. Because if they're canonizing the DCAU, I'm pretty sure Bruce Wayne is like 80 in the first season of Batman Beyond. I don't know what episode or how old he is in the final episode, because the final episode, Epilogue, is actually a part of Justice League Unlimited. And in Epilogue, Terry is an adult. He's not like a teenager anymore. Maybe he was a teenager, or maybe he was an adult the whole time. Either way, he's older, and Bruce is way older. I think in the first season, though, Bruce is 80, right? His body isn't doing what he wants it to do. That sounds like an erectile dysfunction joke, but it's not. Okay, so, but he's somewhere around there. I don't expect Kevin Conroy's Batman to be getting in the suit a lot. I mean, there's a reason that he doesn't get in anything in the, because Kevin Conroy's like only 40, I think. But if they're canonizing the DCAU, like, I think a 40-year-old could pull off a Batman thing for a few scenes. But if they're canonizing the DCAU, then he's going to be playing someone who's 80. He ain't going to be getting in the suit, let's just say. And I hope that's what they're doing. But I hope they have a Bruce Wayne that is in the suit. Maybe the Bruce Wayne we see in Arrow is the same one from Gotham. Or Earth 1, I mean. Maybe the Earth 1 Bruce Wayne is the one from Gotham. And let's just say DC, the Arrowverse's Earth 12 is the DCAU. Did the Justice League Unlimited cartoon ever introduce... Yes, they did, because the Justice Lords and whatever. Hey, Diva. Diva's confused. I don't know what she's doing. I'm getting hungry and dehydrated, so I'm going to try to wrap this up in, like, the next 2 minutes. But, basically, She? What the hell am I even talking about? But basically, maybe they'll have another Batman. And you know, both Batmen die, both Supermen die, and then when they fuse the Earths, they both come back. I don't know. See, this is my theory. They're both going to die, and they're going to come back, because the crisis is going to be different than it was supposed to be. So Rip's line won't happen exactly as it was intended. Because the original crisis we know for a fact the Flash was the one who disappears. And we know for a fact... Well, we don't... No, the other thing. So we know for a fact the Flash disappears. But what we don't know, but what we can safely assume, is Supergirl was to disappear as well. Now, Elseworlds is kind of weird because actually, never mind. I went retarded for a second. No, Elseworlds was the original Crisis. Yeah, so see, I'm confused because Barry and Carl would have died if Oliver hadn't made the deal with the Monitor. But maybe that wasn't supposed to play out as it did, so there are already some timeline shenanigans at play. I don't know, I'm confused. Anyways. We know Barry and Kara would have disappeared during Elseworlds. Not disappeared, they died. But I think maybe they both would have died during, Crisis, honestly, as well. Maybe Nora screwed the pooch on something, and that's what created Elseworlds. I don't know. This is a little confusing. Basically, Crisis should have had Barry and Kara disappear, like in the comics, and now it's going to be the Green Arrow who disappears, or dies, or whatever. So we already know it's going to be a little different. So Rip's future doesn't have to be the same as it was, but it would be really cool if they now have a past version of Rip who was there during Crisis, because he's a time traveler. And I guess it wouldn't be a past version of Rip because, you know, it'd still be the future. It's kind of confusing, but you guys know what I mean, right? Hopefully. Someone clarify in the comments if someone doesn't know what I mean. But I still don't understand how time travel works in Avengers Endgame, even though Hulk, he said it, and I'm like, the hell are you talking about? So I don't know. But Men of Steel dying, Dark Knight's falling. And somehow I don't think that it means Dark Knight's falling out of the sky. That'd be kind of funny. Oh shit! Like it's on his grappling hook and he's like, oh shit! But, yeah. Yeah, I really gotta go. My stomach's starting to not be great. But I think that's what's gonna happen. I think we're gonna canonize the DC... Weird? I have no part in this. I think they're gonna canonize the DCAU. I think they're gonna have 2 Batmen. I think they're gonna have 2 Supermen. I don't know. Okay, so Kevin Conroy definitely. If this theory is to be true, Kevin Conroy definitely has to get into the suit, because how else would Rip, does everyone now know Batman's secret identity too? How else does Rip know that? Because if Bruce Wayne dies, how else does Rip know that? Batman died. Maybe he just assumes since one of the Batmen never showed back up. I don't know. But see, this crossover is going to be awesome either way. Another detail, I can't remember what the original detail I wanted to see was, but I think the first episode should show how the original Crisis played out, and then they do one of those Nora as the cliffhanger. Nora's the cliffhanger for that particular first part is you see how you remember how Nora would reverse time? You see that effect again, except it's really, really fast, and then the Crisis starts over. And then that's the end of the first part. That would be awesome. Whoever's in charge of the ArrowVerse, if you want to take that idea, I just gave you $1 million recipe, so go ahead. But I think that would be really cool, is if time just kind of rewinds really quickly. Kind of like the effect in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The comic book intro where you see all the characters trying to stop Galactus, and then Galactus shows up or whatever. And then you hear this awesome song playing, and you see the book rewinding. That kind of thing. That would be badass. I need this in my life. Yeah. But I really want to see how the original Crisis is gonna play out. I'm having trouble, but I tried reading and analyzing on my phone on Netflix everything that the newspapers have said. And one of the newspapers just straight up gibberish. They just put random words there. None of that matches. I'm not even joking about that. The one that was... Because there was one that wasn't made by Iris at first. And that one is just straight gibberish. So I want to know how the original Crisis was supposed to play out. That would be cool. So yeah. That's all. I'll put part of the newspaper actually from season 1 in the description, so go ahead and check that out. And thanks for watching. See you guys later.